All right, we're lined up next to a Limelight Hydrangea here, and this is a nice winter interest plant. You know, we leave these panicles on. It kind of has that dried flower look. Very pretty for the winter. So that's one of the things in our region that we plant shrubs for is winter interest. So over the years, I've just kind of cleaned up the flower heads on this. But last summer, I started to notice we were starting to get almost no foliage on the bottom. So we're going to go back a little bit further on this one. Kind of a in-between rejuvenation. That's what we're after today. And I think I can handle it with the FELCO pruners. So we'll start with that. Hydrangeas, a little bit softer wood, so they're not typically too hard to prune. When we start, I just kind of go through and I'm looking to get just an overall rounded shape. And then we'll come back through and we'll clean it up a little bit, maybe make some of those pruning cuts in a little bit more of a strategic area. But this actually started as a tree form hydrangea. Single stem, trained up, died back the first year. Since the hydrangeas are not grafted, meaning you've got the chosen plants you want grafted onto a rootstock, it's just true to type. I knew it would probably come back in a nice shrub form, and it has. It's been here now, I would say 7 years. But this is a great plant. In fact, the hydrangeas in general are great plants because you can get so many different flower colors, so many different sizes and shapes. So they're really, really a desirable plant. Unfortunately, in our climate, there's a lot of hydrangeas that are not hardy. That doesn't mean we don't try to grow them. Endless Summer was one over the years that had an excellent marketing campaign, but you know, in our area, it just wasn't quite hardy. To get the blue color that people were after with Endless Summer, they needed to get the soil a little bit more acidic, since we're neutral to basic in our pH. And it just is it was a tough battle, and then it wasn't fully hardy. You can see this goes pretty quick, and again, I'll come back through if I have to with the loppers, and we'll clean up some of the bigger canes, get it to kind of be evenly spaced with the core branches. Now, when I started pruning, 20, 25 years ago, I used to do it as a business in the Twin City area. I think I terrified some people when I came into the yards and I did this. They just had no idea that you can cut things back this hard and they'll come back great. As mentioned in some of the other videos though, you really need to have a plant in good health to do this kind of dramatic pruning. Okay, now that we got the shape, or close to the shape we're looking for, you can notice there's just a few of the more girthy, woody branches sticking up a little too high. So to get them just a little bit more of that rounded effect, I'm going to take off some of those. You know, depending on the shrub you're working with and how many like really soft, tender twigs are left, I'll sometimes break out the Hedge shear and just clean it up a little bit quicker. And this has got a nice serrated part that will take a pretty beefy branch if you need to. All right, so this guy is basically ready for spring. Now, I didn't mention also with hydrangeas, depending on the variety you're working on, some will bloom on new wood, some will do better, bigger, full blooms on old wood. Old wood meaning it's got at least 1 year of growth under its belt. New wood, that'll mean just that new tender growth that comes out. We should see really good flowering on this shrub. So